Hi, I'm Dave Kendall. I'm the chair of the Missoula County Democrats, and with me this afternoon now, is Kim Dudick, who represents the Arley, Missoula, and Frenchtown areas in the state legislature, and Andrew Pearson, who represents Missoula and Frenchtown as well. And we're here today because later this afternoon, Greg Gianforte is going to be coming to Missoula. He's announced his race for governor, and we want to know why he's really running. It can't be that he's running because of the economy. Under Governor Bullock, our economy is doing just fine, thank you. We have more Montanans working now than we've ever had in our history. Our unemployment rate is a full percentage point below the current national average. Gianforte can't be running because of our state budget. It's balanced. We have a rainy day fund, and we're in really good shape fiscally. You know, that kind of success doesn't happen by accident. The leadership of Governor Bullock has our state ahead of the rest of the pack, and we're really proud of that here in Montana and Missoula. So why is Gianforte running? Well, his actions speak louder than words. In fact, he's been very busy since he arrived here in 1995 from California via New Jersey. He has supported groups that want to sell off our public lands. He has supported groups that want to use our state dollars for teaching religion in schools. He has supported groups who want to deny women the opportunity to make their own health care decisions. He supports, and this is my favorite one, he supports a dinosaur museum that attempts to prevent kids from learning science. There you go. You can tell us all about it. And that's in Glendive, in eastern Montana. So it's something to take note of. And he's personally tried to prevent and stand in the way of Montanans who are gay from making a commitment to each other through marriage or getting equal protection under the law. So Gianforte wants to take away our rights and impose his values. That's his real agenda. We want to counter that, and we want to make sure that people understand that that agenda is not going to make our economy stronger, it's not going to make our government more responsible, and it's not part of the live or let live values that we have here in Montana. The governor's race is critical to Montana's future, and no one knows this better than Representative Andrew Pearson, who's been fighting in the legislature for economic opportunity for all. So, Andrew, please.
Thank you. So here's the deal on attacking Governor Bullock on the economy. Attacking Governor Bullock on the economy makes about as much sense as attacking Peyton Manning for not having enough experience in the postseason. It just doesn't make sense. Okay? The Montana economy is strong. Last year we had the 6th fastest wage growth in the country, 3.5%. That's significantly faster than inflation, which means workers' real wages are going up. They're going in the right direction. Unemployment rate is way down. Personal income is up. J.P. Morgan describes Montana as the most fiscally prudent state in the country. Why is that? Why does J.P. Morgan think that Montana is the most fiscally prudent state in the country? It's because we've got a balanced budget, we have a big reserve fund, and we didn't have to do that with tax hikes. So that doesn't just happen on its own. It happens with strong leadership from the governor. That's what you've got from the governor, and that's why we're seeing the economic results that we're doing. So attacking the governor on the economy flat out fails. It doesn't make sense, and we should be proud of the economy we have in Montana and keep up the success. And I'll hand it over to Kim.
Thank you. Thank you, Andrew. Thank you, Dave. So I think you're hearing that Dave and Andrew are asking the right question. Why is Greg Gianforte running? Our state is doing very well. So why is he running? What type of Montanas does he seek to create? Well, with so many signs our economy is doing well, you have to ask yourself, he's from New Jersey, he's a multimillionaire, what does he hope to get out of this? His history shows us why and what he hopes to achieve. It's not to support the Montana values that all Montanans hold dear, whether you're a conservative, a liberal, or an independent. We all have common values, and they are not the values that Greg Gianforte shares. He wants to impose an out-of-touch agenda that benefits him, but not all of Montanans. He plans for giving tax breaks to multimillionaires while raising taxes on the average Montana and working-class families. These tax breaks would blow a $30 million hole in our budget. Our state cannot afford that, because if those tax breaks are given, then the other people in Montana who don't get them will be picking up the taxes. He supported groups that fought against Montana's Bipartisan Disclose Act. This was the bill that would shed light on dark money being used to influence our elections. I think we all agree that Montanans deserve to know who's attempting to buy our elections and influence our votes. And Greg Gianforte has spent a lot of money fighting that bill and those types of disclosures and transparency. The agenda that he's promoting will benefit him, but it will not benefit the majority of Montanans. History is the best predictor for the future action. So let's look at his history and what he's done. His past actions show he's not the right choice for Montana. He supported groups that want to privatize our national forests and sell Montana's forest lands off. This would destroy our outdoor heritage. Seniors should be concerned because he's criticized seniors for taking Social Security, saying that there is an obligation to work and that the concept of retirement is not biblical. He also opposes a woman's right to make her own health care decisions and the right to ensure her own bodily integrity. This is not what's right for our state. It is not right to have our state inserting itself in women's private health care decisions between a woman and her doctor and a woman and her family. The government does not belong there. And we know that Greg Gianforte has a long history of working against all equality, working against equality for our LGBT community. He has spent over $1 million leading the fight against anti-discrimination ordinances in our state. So that's the Montana that Greg Gianforte wants. Compare this with Governor Bullock. He just signed an executive order protecting the LGBT community. And you have to think, if Greg Gianforte was elected, what would he do with this order? Would he keep it? Would he repeal it? Would he be on the right side of history, creating an inclusive and welcoming state? Or would he be on the wrong side, creating division and inequality? What do you want for your state and your future? His past shows the values that Greg Gianforte holds dear and that he would push on Montana. They're not Montana values. They would not create the Montana that we want for our children, that I want for my son and my daughters, that we want for Missoula, or that we want for all of Montana. Greg Gianforte is not right for Montana, and Governor Bullock is.